the fisherman and the river goddess. I should have never gone out on the water that night. But he insisted. Jomo, the best fisherman in our village, the one who always came back with nets so full they nearly tore. He said the river was different at night, said the fish swam in silver waves under the moon, easy to catch if you knew how to listen. So I went with him. The river was too quiet. No frogs croaking, no insects humming. Just the wooden creak of our canoe and the slow ripple of our paddles. I should have known. But Jomo laughed off my fear, so I swallowed it. Then the water started moving. Not the way it should, not like waves or wind. It moved with purpose, like something was beneath us, circling. I gripped the sides of the boat. Jomo only smiled as if he'd been waiting for this. "She's here," he whispered. Before I could ask who, the water rose up, not splashing, not bubbling, rising. A shape formed, a woman, but not like any woman I'd ever seen. Her skin was dark as the river at night, glistening like wet stone. Her hair floated around her, strands of flowing water, and her eyes were the worst part. Not human, not kind. She looked straight at Jomo. "You came back." Jomo knelt in the canoe like a man before a queen. I kept my promise. Promise? My blood went cold. The river goddess smiled, slow and knowing. "Then take what is owed." Jomo reached into the water and pulled up his net. Heavy. Too heavy. The canoe tilted, but he didn't stop. He hauled it in and my breath caught. Not fish. Gold. Shells. Stones that glowed in the moonlight. I didn't care about treasure, I wanted to leave. But Jomo wasn't done. He looked at her like a man looks at home. "One more time," he whispered. "One more catch and then I'll stay." Her smile widened. "Yes," she said. The boat rocked as the river pulled him forward. I grabbed his arm. "Jomo, don't." He turned to me then, and for the first time that night, he looked afraid. "I have to," he said, and he let go. The last thing I saw was his face slipping beneath the water, eyes open, mouth moving like he wanted to tell me something. But the river swallowed him whole. The treasure sank with him, the water stilled, and the goddess was gone. I paddled back alone. Jomo's wife screamed when she saw me. The village elder shook his head. No one asked what happened. They already knew. And I never went back to the river at night.
Don't forget to subscribe.